Hello, this is OK Art and I'm Kay. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel. This video is part 3 of a color with me in Joanna Basford's Lost Ocean. We will be doing part of or the rest of this page. Let's get started. All right, here is what we have so far. Hopefully you can see it better than parts 1 and 2 because I should not have to rotate this video. In parts 1 and 2, both of those I had to rotate the video, and in doing so, it got very desaturated. I apologize. But here you can see what it actually looks like. Let me zoom out just a tad. Here's what we have so far. I think today we will work on the rest of these border scallop things right here and here, along with the seaweed and kelp that comes out of there. If we get to it, we might even try working on these fish. I have not decided if I'm going to add any blue in with the purple. We'll figure it out. Also, if I seem out of breath at any moment, I am pregnant, so it happens when I talk. Here's our color palette. We're using Prismacolors. If you can't read them, it is 1026, 939, 927, 1018, 914, 1086, and 1088. Let's get started. Let me zoom in a little bit. There we go. All right. So, starting with these, because that's where I feel like starting, I'm actually gonna keep those scallops with the yellow color here, which is cream or PC 914. Let me give it a quick sharpen and then we'll go in and get those colored. Oh, shucks. 1 second. It appears as if I did not have all the legs of my tripod out. My bad. There's no way for me to edit my videos right now. So it's a nice little bit that we'll have to keep in there because I'm not restarting. So I'm just first using medium pressure, enough to get some color on, but I will be going back over it. So after I do the borders and stuff with the light peach. I still haven't decided what these are, but they're this color now. And then we're going to move over to the other side and do the exact same thing. I'm surprised that the camera chose right then to fall. I have shaken this drafting table pretty hard while coloring before and never had that happen. Like I said though, I think I just forgot to put one of the little tripod legs out. Or I had the back leg resting on my, I have an Elgato key light as my lighting. It's very possible that I might have set the back leg on its, there's like a square base at the bottom to weigh it down. All right, there's that light down. Then we're gonna go in with the light peach and get all those borders. But Those borders are quite small, so we're gonna have to give ourselves a sharpen. That's not gonna last long, but now I'm just using hard pressure. Going in all these little borders. This one I'm also doing the connectors here. I'm not doing it for this one, however. This one I'm just doing around the edge. This one around the edge. Around the outside, around the outside. I'm just, sorry. And this one I will do around the edge, but then also this little middle spoke wheel type thing. And that little section's done. Let's move on to this one. This one gets the edge here, this edge with the middle and the spokes, which is what I'm now calling them, and this border with the little ridges as well. And there we go. Then coming over this side, doing the exact same thing. Start with the inside one first. Again, firm pressure. I'm excited for you guys to actually be able to see the color in this one, and disappointed that parts 1 and 2 won't have the same saturation. I noticed, especially in part 2, it was really hard to tell that I was even doing anything here where the cream is and the light peach. If you've made it here to part 3, now you have an idea of what it should look like. Oh, wow. I was reminded today that I should probably work on my Dragon Eye for my Kirby book, because I showed that as a whip in my January finished pages and whips video, and have not worked on it since. I might even work on it a little bit today, maybe do a little time lapse, just to get that marker base finished, because all I have is a marker base on the eye, and I think it intimidated me, and so I put it off. But if I at least get the marker base down, then I'll know where to go from there. Okay, so now that that's done, this is a bit... Okay, so these are coming out of here, which these, like I stuck with the yellow as the vegetation here. So these should technically be the yellow color, but I might make them the peach color because nothing is purely peach right now. I have borders that are peach. That might help me tie some of this in too, is maybe some peach, and then right here where it curves, have that be cream so that it looks shiny. These, I might keep yellow, or have the inside be the light peach, and then have the little leaves be yellow. These I'm gonna have yellow for sure because they're coming out of here. All right, let's get started. We'll start from this bottom part, and I have the wrong color already in my hand. Okay. I hope this doesn't put it off. Okay, so first we're gonna use our light peach, and we're gonna use that as the base for these seaweed pieces coming out. Let's see, so the small one, I'm gonna leave white here, then go to the end, and do the end. Here I'm gonna do the very end, the very base and leave this part white. This I'm coloring all the way through. Then as I get to this curve, I'm gonna leave this white. One second. Then come in at the very end of that curve by the dolphin's tail and color that with the peach. And then again here at this curve, I'm also gonna leave that and come in with the peach right here. It looks a little funny right now, but it should make sense in a second. Here, because it's so skinny, I'm not gonna bother with that. I'm gonna fill it in there. Then this part, leave right here. So it's not matching up with this one's shine. It's not matching up with this one's shine. It's its own entity. And I'm using hard pressure for this part. This one, I'm doing that. If you can see, there's a little bit of white right here. Now I'm going to use the cream color, and anywhere that I left white, I'm going to use hard pressure and add it in, overlapping some of each side of the peach. You see, I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but it adds just a little bit of variation to the shape, or not shape, to the colors, just to give it a little bit of interest. Yeah, that's so pretty. I'm hoping that's showing up on camera. I might even stand up and check, but let's see if I need to zoom in for you to see it. No, you can see it. See, isn't that cute? All right, I'm happy with it. I was questioning myself again, and I'm happy. All right, and then we're gonna do the same thing for these. So hard pressure right here, hard pressure at the end. This part blank, hard pressure. This one is going to be hard pressure just throughout. Same with this one. Just all the way through its little hook here. Then the only place that we're going to need the cream is this one. Cute. Okay, same thing over here. So this little one, we have the cream sitting right there at the very end. Leave that white. This one had the little piece of white here. Then this one, we're gonna come and it doesn't have to be exactly symmetrical, so that should be good. This one, this whole bottom part ends up being solid. I feel like I didn't do that to this one. I'm going to fill in these little gaps right here in the very beginning too. Okay, and then this one starts here at the top or the bottom of this loop here. Then you color in a little bit at the bottom of the dolphin's tail. Excuse me, hiccups. And come in, and then again at the end. Okay, and then this one solid here. A little bit of a break from here to here, and we're gonna finish that one just being solid. Okay, and then I'll just go ahead and do these while I have the pencil in my hand. White there, the rest of this is solid. Remember, I am pressing hard, so I'm not going to go over this twice. It's probably my favorite effect. That's how I color hair as well, is leaving little bits of white for the highlight color. Also works really good with metallics. Like if you're trying to shade and highlight gold, it's the same way I do it with that. So cute. Yay. Okay. Now these ones we're gonna do pink because they're coming out of the yellow scallop dollars, sand dollar type things. These ones will also be pink because they're coming out of that same thing. So we have our rose pink. Wait, is this my rose pink? Hopefully. Yes, it is. Oh, I also haven't used peach yet. Peach could be cute with the purple, right? For the fish, because I haven't used it yet. And I just now realized. Oh, you know what? I'm going to use them for the tiny fish. Yep. All right. Maybe the goblet. I haven't figured out what I'm... Oh, shiza. I don't know what I'm doing with the, excuse my language, goblet yet. So let's start with the inside ones. And what we're going to do is we will also need some of our light peach. No, we won't. We will just sharpen this and solidly block in all this with the, what is this? Pink Rose, which is PC 1018. Okay, using hard pressure. This is gonna be one of my favorite pages, I think, when I'm done. That's what I was gonna, sorry. The peach, I think I'm gonna use as like a light background color. That way I can use the purple for the fish and stuff. And I know that the peach, which is $9.39, will tie everything else in together because it's part of the palette that I put together. I mean, which I guess I don't have to use, but I like making little rules for myself. So we're gonna use it. I just find it holds my interest more if I have little weird quirky rules like that. I think that's why I was able to get through my whole one color challenge series, which are in my shorts if you want to check that out. Now we're going to move over here. Again, just firm pressure, making sure the paper isn't showing through. Getting it all covered in one layer. Oh my gosh, these little tedious shapes. Got her. All right, and then whatever the heck this is. All right, those two things are done. Okay, let's move on to these. Let's do this side first. Oh gosh, there's weird shapes in here. Okay, this bit's gonna be solid pink. So firm pressure all the way to the top. Okay, this bit's not. I'm going to use firm pressure little circles to kind of get the inside part of this done. And then the tail end of this can all be pink. Then I'm going to use light peach. Is this light peach? Yeah. And use firm pressure and just get this, the ends all peachy. Right now it might look like why, but all these tendrils here, I want them to be separated from this one so that you can see the shape of this one. And then I'll add just enough variance in the color that you'll be able to see the difference. And hard pressure on all these. Using hard pressure down here. And then for this part, I'm gonna do the same thing I did over here, where, except for it's too small for circles, so I'm just gonna come in on the inside with the pink and bring the peach and use hard pressure with the peach and kind of fill in all the extra space. And ta-da, there. This part, I'm gonna do the same thing I did up here, which is first sharpen my pencil. Okay. All right, we're gonna do the middle solid pink rose. Okay, and then each base of each of these leaves, gonna add some pink to that too, going about halfway. Doesn't have to be precise, just kind of getting some pink on the base there that's more toward the stalk. We will see if we get to the fish in this video.